This car was supposed to be respected, revered, honored, all that stuff, but instead we turned it into a cosmic nitrous rocket noob cyber dog.
Nothing's too precious to waste. Give me one reason to take the breath we breathe for granted. Stuck here with you and my soul on display.
What's up guys, the Transporter here, and today we're looking at the Pagani Zonda Cinque. Yes, it's pronounced Cinque. If you've been calling it the Cinque all this time, you're stupid. You don't watch car videos, you don't even pay attention to whatever car news or anything. It's pronounced Cinque because that's the Italian word for 5. They made 5 versions of the coupe variant that you see here. But besides real world facts, this car has been out for 2 years now. It was actually one of the first cars to come out during the car classes update. It's received about 2 to 3 retunes over the course of its time because initially it wasn't as fast, nor was it classified as an S-Class car in the first place. But now it is an S-Class car, and now it's become one of the most popular S-Class cars in this game to date. And more on that a little later, but now let's just take an old drive in it. Right, so here we are in the Pagani Zonda Cinque. When was the last time I drove this car? I think it was a long time since I've driven this car at all because, well, it's not that I don't like this car, but I think it's rather dull. It's bland, it's not really that exciting, is it? I mean, yes, it's fast and it's powerful and it handles well, but it's not very, how you say, exciting or energizing anyway. Anyway, we'll get more on that later, but now let's go to the stats of the car. It will do 204 miles per hour, which makes it fast, but not as fast as the Reventon or the Agera. But it's lighter than the Reventon, which makes it, it's lighter and more powerful than the Reventon, I should say, which makes it corner better and accelerate faster than the Lamborghini. Its nitrous, as expected, is strong. It's actually one of the strongest perfect launchers in the game, aside from the F1 Elite, KTM R500, the Veyron, the Zonda F, and some others that are notoriously strong nitrous launchers. Is it faster than the Koenigsegg Agera? No. And for those who think it's faster, I dare you to put those cars side by side. With you driving the car, not with someone else driving the car, because you can't really compare another car unless you drive both cars by yourself and compare the time that you said by yourself. Let that be a fact. Anyway, as tested, there's no denying that the Cinque corners pretty well. It's precise, it's keen, it's stable, but it loses a lot of speed. It loses a lot more speed in the corners than the Agera, and you can see this. I mean, even though the Agera tends to oversteer a lot, it still corners well, and it oversteers less than the other Koenigsegg, the CCX and the CCXR, and that's what makes it one of the fastest cars in this game. Is it exciting? As I said, no. And that's one of the main problems with this car. It's a racing tool. It's not exciting. It's just like a car that you use to win races, just like the McLaren F1. I mean, yes, that car is meant to be a racing car because it was designed to be a racing car, and this was taken from the Zonda R, which is indeed a racing car. But even racing cars need to be exciting at some point and about. And this just isn't. This is just like the Porsche 911 GT3 RS when it came out, like I think 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah, it was 3 or 4 years ago actually. When that car came out, it was what, the fastest car in the game, and everybody loved it. But it was just a racing tool. I mean, you didn't love it because people loved it because it was just all fast and powerful. But fact of the matter is, they loved it because it was so easy to win races in it. And that's what is wrong with the community. Everyone is bent on winning things, and that's why this car, even though fast, was just like, it's just bland, and that's the community's fault. I have a lot of respect for Pagani, to be honest. People might not because of how it looks. I like how it looks, and I like how it's become one of the most exclusive Italian brands in the world. Well, exclusive brand in the world altogether, and an exclusive brand like Ferrari. But nowadays it's just and it's because of how it was designed and how it was tuned in this game. So in conclusion, it's just a racer's tool. It's fast, but not as fast as the Agera. Personally, I like this car, but I prefer the Zonda Tricolor because it just looks so cool. And I think it's our fault, the community's fault, that it's become like a chauvinistic Spamalot dog that it is. And that's all you need to know about it. Hope you enjoyed this.
Give me